Howdy. Hello. So, welcome to another webinar of Maya's English. And today, you're going to have a focus activity with Alex and Richard. Hello,
Hi
Richard.
guys. Hi, nice to meet you. Hi Alex, how are you today?
I'm very good. How are you?
Good. Yes, I'm enjoying the weather, and yeah, it's been a good day. So Alex, where are you from?
I'm from Milan. I am bilingual. So my mother is American and my father is Italian. I was
Okay.
I was born in Milan and I have lived in the US as well.
So bilingual is you speak two languages.
Yes, I speak English and Italian.
Perfect. Lucky.
But I think you are also bilingual, right, Richard?
Correct. Yes, I am from Wales, and in Wales, we also speak Welsh. So I speak Welsh and English.
Right.
And how old are you, Alex?
I am 37 years old.
Ah, okay. And do you have brothers or sisters?
Yes, I have a sister. How about you,
Okay.
Richard?
I also have a sister.
That's a
And
nice coincidence.
how old is your sister?
My sister is 34.
Ah, sorry, how old are you?
37.
37, sorry.
Yes.
Okay. And does your sister live in Milan also?
Yes, my sister lives in Milan.
Ah, okay. My sister lives in England.
I see. First of all, let's welcome our viewer. Please, if you want, write us your name and tell us where you're from.
Okay.
So
And what did,
we both work in Milano Meravigli. So let us know if by chance you are also from Milan.
and what does your sister do, Alex? Is she a
Uh,
teacher?
no, my sister isn't a teacher. She works in basically a jewelry producer. She
Ah,
she makes jewels.
ah, okay. My sister is a teacher.
Hmm.
My sister is a primary school teacher in England. And in the primary school, she teaches music.
Oh, so you have in your family there's a music teacher and an English teacher.
Uh huh. And where do your parents live?
My parents live in Milan also. We're all here.
Okay. My parents live in Wales.
Hmm.
They live in a city called Swansea,
Swansea.
which which is the second biggest city in Wales.
Well, I'm curious to know where in England is Swansea?
It's in the south.
In the south. So
Yes.
today we are going to talk about directions and how to describe where a place is on a map. So if it's north, south, east, or west.
Perfect. And also, we're going to have a look at some famous places called Blackpool and Bondi Beach. Alex, where's Blackpool? Do you know?
Not really. I'm not familiar with Blackpool.
Okay, Blackpool is in England. It's in the northwest of England, and Blackpool is famous as a holiday destination.
I see.
One of the famous places in Blackpool is called Blackpool Pleasure Beach, and basically it's like a Luna Park.
I see. So let's let's talk about what we're going to see today in this focus activity. So, like Richard was saying, today we're going to talk about Blackpool and Bondi Beach. We will learn to describe a day at the beach, how to talk about the weather, and we will look at some grammar, such as the modal verb can and some prepositions.
Okay.
Okay, so let's start with directions.
Okay, Alex, what is that object?
That is a compass.
And what does a compass do?
A compass will always show you where the north is.
Okay. And a compass will also give you directions.
Exactly.
And the directions, as you see on the slide, are north, south, east, and west. Okay, so let's have a further look at the slide. Okay, so as an example, if we want to know where Norway is, we would ask the question, where's Norway? Where is Norway? The answer would be, it's in the north. So let's have a look at these other countries, Alex. Where is Ireland?
Let's see. Ireland is in the north as well.
The
Probably
north.
northwest.
Perfect. Yes, it's actually in the northwest of the UK. Canada?
Canada is north of the United States.
And where do we think China is? Which direction is China?
China is in the east.
Very good. And Australia?
Well, I think Australia would be in the southeast.
Perfect. How about Sweden?
Sweden is in the north.
Perfect. And Brazil?
Brazil is in the southwest.
Perfect. As you can see, guys, here we could use just north, south, east, or west, or we can use a combination of the both depending on where these places are. So, for example, as you heard Alex say, we could say northeast or northwest. If it's in the south, but a little bit going this way, you could say it's in the southeast, or this side is in the southwest.
Yes.
Okay. We have a listener here, and if you want to say where you are from in Italy, please do, using the directions that we have just looked at. Okay.
For example, I live in Milan. Milan is in the north of Italy.
And
I
where
can
do you
also
live?
say, exactly, I can also say where I live in Milan. So I live in the northwest of Italy. Oh, sorry, of Milan.
Okay. I also live in Milan, so I'm also in the north, but I actually live west of Milan. Not northwest, just west.
Okay, so you live west of Milan.
Mm-hmm.
And please remember that you cannot combine the order in which you combine the direction isn't that free. So we can only say northeast or northwest or southeast or southwest, and we cannot invert them. So we don't say east south or east north.
Very
Okay?
good. Yes.
So always keep in mind that the first direction has to be either north or south.
Very good point, Alex. Excellent.
Okay.
Okay.
So let's use these directions to describe where Blackpool Beach is. So if I
Okay.
have to ask the question, how do I do that, Richard?
You would say, where is Blackpool Beach? Where is
Okay.
Blackpool Beach? Let's have a look.
It's in,
Right. It's in the northwest of England.
exactly.
Okay.
And let's
And
look now at Bondi Beach, correct?
okay.
Bondi Beach. Where is Bondi Beach?
Bondi Beach. It's in the southeast of Australia.
Right.
Also a very famous beach. Alex, do you have a favorite beach?
Not really. I like going to the sea, but I prefer going to the mountains. So I don't really have a favorite beach. How about you, Richard?
Uh, yes, I have a couple of favorite beaches. In Italy, one of my favorite beaches is Gallipoli.
Gallipoli,
Uh,
yes. Very
and
famous
that,
place.
you'll have to help me, Alex, because my geography isn't so good. That is in the southeast, I
East,
think. Puglia. East, yes.
southeast, yes.
Southeast, yes. Um, one of my favorite beaches is in Spain, and it's a beach in a region in the south of Spain called Tarifa,
Hmm.
and the name of the beach is Zahara de los Otunes.
Hmm.
But I think in Italy there are many, many beaches that are very, very nice.
Mm-hmm.
In the east and west, and of course the south. When
Mm-hmm.
you are talking about Naples and Sorrento.
Yes, definitely beautiful places. Not to mention Sardinia
Of
or
course.
Sicily, for that matter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay,
it basically is surrounded by beaches, so there are definitely a lot of options.
very nice beaches also. Okay,
So,
in this exercise, we are going to take a little bit of a closer look at the weather and some words to describe the weather. So, first, we will just check the pronunciation of the weather words here. So, the words we have are rainy, sunny, hot, cold, stormy, and windy.
hmm,
Okay, so which letters do you think those words belong to? We'll just
well,
give you a minute to
yes.
have a look. Okay,
Try to think about the words that some of these adjectives come from.
if you look at the pictures, they will help you a little bit. Okay, so Alex, have you had a look?
Yes,
Do you want to have a go?
yes. So
Okay,
let's start from letter A. So letter A shows a cloud with some drops coming down. The drops we call rain. So this symbol means rainy.
perfect.
And how about number two, Richard?
Letter B shows us a thermometer, and a thermometer measures the temperature. And if you have a closer look, the temperature is really down there. Yes? So it's not a high temperature, it's a low temperature. And when the temperature is low, the weather is cold.
Very
So
good.
letter B is cold. Alex, letter C.
Yes. So in letter C, we can also see a thermometer. Only that in this case, the temperature is very high. So it's not low. When the temperature is very high, we can say that the weather is hot.
Okay. The next letter, okay, shows us a picture of things that are moving around. Yes. Okay. And the thing that makes the stuff move around is when the air moves. So when there's a lot of air, which is quite strong, okay, when you go outside, what do we call it? We call it
We call it
wind.
wind.
So when we describe the weather, when there is a lot of wind, we say the weather is windy.
Correct.
Okay. This is my favorite, Alex.
Definitely. So in the picture, we can see there is a shiny sun. The sun has creates nice warm weather. It's generally hot when there's sun. So we can say the weather is sunny.
Perfect. Okay. The last one we have anyway, but I'll just explain it. The picture shows a cloud which is in the sky, and below the cloud there is some light, and we call this lightning. When we have lightning, we also have a sound. The sound that we have with the lightning is called thunder.
Mm-hmm.
And when we have this weather, thunder and lightning, we say there is a storm, or the weather is stormy. Stormy weather.
Exactly. Correct.
Okay, Alex, can you remember the name of the seasons?
Yes. So we have 4 seasons,
Mm-hmm.
and right now we are in spring.
Okay, and what comes after spring?
After spring comes summer, and after summer comes autumn in British English, or we can call it fall in American English.
Oh,
And finally, after fall or autumn, as you prefer, we have winter.
okay. So, what is the weather like in winter?
In winter, the weather is generally very cold.
Okay. And any other type of weather we have in the winter? It's cold and.
Well, sometimes there is snow,
Mhm.
so we can say that the weather is snowy.
Okay. And is it sunny in the winter?
It might be sunny, but probably it's mostly cloudy.
Ah, cloudy is when you have many clouds in the sky or not so many clouds in the sky.
Yes, when you have clouds in the sky. Clouds are the white, soft things that we can see in the sky.
Okay. And what about spring? What's the weather like in spring?
Well, in spring it starts to get warm, so we can say that the weather is warm. There
And
also might be some rain, so we can say it's rainy.
okay. And we said after spring it's summer. Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. What type of weather do we have in the summer?
In summer, it's cold. Sorry, it's hot, and the weather is also sunny.
Okay. And autumn.
Well, autumn sometimes resembles spring. It looks like spring, so the weather starts to get cold, and it can rain a lot. So it's rainy.
Okay. So if you were to describe the weather in April,
Mhm.
what's the weather like in April?
In April, the weather is warm and sunny.
Okay. And December.
We can say that the weather is cold and snowy.
Okay. And August.
In August, the weather is hot and sunny.
Okay. And you ask me one.
Yes. How is the weather in September?
Oh, in September, I would say the weather is mild. Yes. Mild is a temperature that is just maybe comfortable, maybe 20 degrees, 21, 22.
Yes.
Okay. Uh, it's sometimes sunny, sometimes rainy, but not so cold.
Okay. And how's the weather? You said, how's the weather in Wales in summer?
The weather in Wales is always rainy.
Oh, so it rains a lot.
Okay, I'm just joking. It does rain a lot. It's quite rainy, but in the summer it can be hot and it can be sunny, but it's not like Italy. Can we think of other words that describe weather? You said snowy when we
Yes.
have a lot of snow. You said warm
Yes.
also when the temperature is quite high. I said the word mild. What about, oh, you also said the word cloudy. Thank you.
Yes.
Excuse me.
Correct.
Now, what about in Milan in the summer? It is very hot, but
Yes.
also
It
there's a
was. Mm,
lot of water, moisture in the air. Yes.
yes. We call this type of weather humid. So Milan has a lot of water, and in summer it gets very humid here.
Okay. And is there an opposite of humid?
Well, if there is not a lot of water, you can say that the weather is dry.
Ah, perfect. Very good. Okay. And when the weather, uh, it's similar to cloudy, but it's not cloud, where we can't see in front of us a lot, or when we go out, we can't see so far in front, and it's very difficult to drive. What type of
Mhm.
weather do we call this?
We call this weather foggy,
Ah,
and
okay.
the thing that doesn't make you see is called fog.
Okay. And the last one, when the weather is very cold
Hmm.
and the water on the floor gets very hard because it's frozen, and you have to be very careful because it could be dangerous. What type of weather do we call this?
We call this type of weather icy.
Perfect. Okay, very good. I think we covered a lot of vocabulary there.
Yes.
And okay, when we
So,
want to when we want to know the weather, a typical question we ask is, "What is the weather like?"
exactly. So let's look. What is the weather like in the west of England?
Okay, shall I answer this?
Sure, I think I know your answer.
Okay, in the west of England, the weather is normally rainy,
Hmm.
cold, I would say windy,
Oh,
m-
wow.
maybe stormy, depends. Okay, and the
Okay.
next one?
Well, as you just said, you can answer what's the weather like by saying the weather is rainy, windy, and so on. But you can also answer by saying it's. So, what's the weather like in the west of England? It's rainy, stormy, or windy. So you have
Perfect.
two ways of answering this question. Let's look now. What's the weather like in East Australia?
Okay. What do you think the weather is like in the east of Australia, Alex?
So, I have never been to Australia, unfortunately, but I think that it's sunny,
Mhm.
hot, and dry. Dry, sorry.
Yes, I think so.
So, you agree
Oh,
with me?
yes, I do agree with you. Again, I haven't been there also, but I think so. Okay, so at the beginning we said we were going to look at Blackpool and Bondi Beach.
Mm-hmm.
Alex asked me the question, uh, which beach or which beaches were my favorites, and I talked about a beach in Italy and a beach in Spain. What
Mm-hmm.
what activities can we do on a beach, Alex? We go to the beach. What can we do there?
Um, we can sunbathe. So that means to be lying on the sand and just have the sun warm us and make our skin gold. What else can we do on a beach?
What else can we do? We could play maybe some type of sport.
Right?
Yes,
We can
maybe
play,
volleyball,
yes,
beach volleyball, more specifically. We could play football.
right.
We can we can swim,
Mm-hmm. We
like a
can
sport.
go swimming
Mm-hmm.
or we can
Yes.
swim.
Okay. And we can have a picnic.
True.
Yes.
Or a barbecue.
Mm-hmm. Or we could just relax. We can relax. Yes.
Right. How do you relax, Richard?
On the beach,
Yes.
I like reading on the beach.
Mm-hmm.
I like to read a newspaper. I like uh, listening to music
Mm-hmm.
on the beach, and also some sunbathing.
Right. Maybe just simply sleeping.
Yes.
Right.
Okay. Shall we have a look at some activities
Yes.
that
Let's
we
look at
can?
some activities.
Okay. So,
So,
what activities can we do on the beach? We can go jet skiing, and we can go surfing.
mm-hmm.
As Alex said, we can sunbathe. We can drink a cocktail. Very nice. We can go sightseeing. Can we go sightseeing on a beach,
I don't
Alex?
think we can go sightseeing on a beach. What
What
is
is sightseeing?
sightseeing exactly?
Yeah, what is sightseeing? Okay. Sightseeing normally is when you go to a city, and a city, especially a big city or a famous city, will have particular things that you want to look at and
Mm-hmm.
which are famous in that city. So, for example, in Milan, you would, if you went sightseeing, you would go to see the Duomo, you would go to the Galleria, Navili, some museums, some of the churches, some of the monuments.
How do
So
you
this is
call all
sightseeing.
these things? All these places? We can call them
The,
sites
the sites, yeah, or attractions, the
or
sites,
attractions.
yes,
Sites or attractions. So when
yeah,
we go see the attractions, we can say sightseeing.
very good. Okay, eat an ice cream. We can eat an ice
Definitely,
cream.
yes.
We can read a book, and we can go skiing on a
Hmm,
beach.
I don't think so. Unless it's water skiing.
Very good. Yes, you can actually water ski on the beach, but we can't go skiing on the beach.
No, we can go skiing on a mountain. On a
Exactly.
mountain, exactly. Because there's snow. So,
Uh,
let's just check the pronunciation of all these words. So I will read them over again. Go jet skiing, go surfing, sunbathe, drink a cocktail, go sightseeing, eat an ice cream, read a book, go skiing.
Perfect. Now let's see if we can think which words there match the photos.
Mm-hmm.
On the right, we have 6 photos and we have 8 words.
Exactly.
So not all the words are correct.
Exactly.
So
Let's start
let
from letter A. Go, Richard.
okay. So in letter A, she is eating something very nice, I think. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And something which is very famous in Italy, and it's an ice cream. So I think it's eat an ice cream.
Very good. So what can we do on the beach? We
You
can eat an ice cream.
very good. Okay. And Alex, the next one.
So she is on the sand and the sun is making her skin brown. So she is sunbathing. So
Perf-
what can we do on the beach? Sunbathe.
we Yeah, we can sunbathe.
We can sunbathe.
Okay. Let us see. Okay, she has something in her hand which has many pages and a lot of words, and it's something we look at. So it's read a book. So what
Correct.
can we do on the beach? We can read a book.
Perfect.
Okay.
Then letter D. So there are a lot of glasses with juices and fruit inside, maybe some alcohol. So we call these cocktails. So this is drink a cocktail. What can
Okay.
we do on the beach? We can drink a cocktail.
Perfect. Okay. The next letter is letter E. There is a guy in the water on a wave, standing on an object. This sport is called surfing. So on a beach, we can go surfing.
Perfect. And finally, we can see on the beach there are some devices, mechanical devices that make you go on the sea, and we call them jet skis. So, what can we do on the beach? We can go jet skiing.
Okay. In the last slide, we also discussed some other activities we could do on the beach. So we can fly a kite. Okay.
Correct.
A kite is an object that is attached to a piece of string which goes up in the sky. So when we fly a kite, when we go back to some of the weather vocabulary we looked at the beginning, to fly a kite, we need a lot of wind. Yes. So we want it to be windy to fly a kite. So we can fly a kite when it's windy.
Perfect.
Okay.
Correct.
We can go running on a beach. And what do the children like doing on the beach? They love doing it.
Yeah, they like to build sand castles.
That's right. We can build sand castles.
Build or
Okay.
make. You can use both verbs.
You can use both actually. What's your favorite activity, Alex, on the beach?
Probably I like to play volleyball. So
Yeah.
either I like to relax or I like to swim and move and play volleyball.
Okay.
So as you can see by the sentences Richard and I have done, we are always using the modal auxiliary can. So if I say I can do something, I am expressing an ability. So to make a sentence, we say I can and the base form verb. So it's the infinitive without to. So can you give an example, Richard?
Yes. I can drive. Okay. I can play tennis. I can use a computer. On the beach, I can sunbathe. I can eat an ice cream.
Perfect.
And in the negative form, we can use can't. So on a beach, I can't go skiing.
Perfect.
I can't go sightseeing. And I can't drive my car.
Exactly. Exactly. Very good example.
Okay.
So, let's look now at more activities that we can or can't do on the beach. So let's start with Australia. So let's talk about Bondi Beach. What can you do on the beach in Australia?
You can go swimming. You can go jet skiing. You can go water skiing. For sure, you can go surfing. You can make a sandcastle. You can eat an ice cream. You can read a book. You can sunbathe. You can play volleyball. You can have a barbecue. What about this one? You can ride a
A
donkey.
donkey?
Hmm.
What is a donkey?
A donkey is like a horse, but it's smaller than a horse. And
And
a
what does it
donkey,
have?
it has big ears, it has a
Yes.
tail, and it makes a specific noise.
I don't
Don't
ask you
laugh.
to do that.
Please don't,
Definitely
please
not.
don't.
You got yourself here.
Please don't, no. Please don't ask me to make a noise. Not on air. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. It's very typical of beaches in Britain where the children can ride a donkey. Yes, a donkey is a smaller horse, a type of horse. Not really used for riding, but the children do ride them
Hmm.
on the
Lovely
beach.
animals.
And also, you can drink a cocktail.
Not
Also,
advisable, but yes, you can drink a cocktail on the beach, especially if you are in Australia.
what about
What?
in England?
I will ask you the question because probably you are more familiar.
Okay, uh, you can eat an ice cream. You can go swimming.
Is it cold?
You very cold. Yes.
Mm.
You can jet ski, or you can go jet skiing. You can go water skiing. You can make a sandcastle. You can read a book. You can sunbathe. You can play volleyball. But I don't think that you can't have a barbecue.
I don't think so
I
either.
don't think so. You can ride a donkey and you can drink cocktails.
Can you
Uh,
go surfing in Blackpool Beach?
no, you
Mm.
can't go swimming in Blackpool Beach.
Surfing,
You,
sorry.
it's okay. You can go swimming in England, but in Blackpool Beach you can't go surfing. There is no surf.
There are no waves, big
No,
waves. Waves
no.
are when the sea moves a lot and it falls and creates the white foam. And when you surf, you ride the wave back to the beach.
Okay,
So,
just to review, guys, what we've looked at today. We looked at a campus, and a
mhm,
campus gives us, Alex,
it gives us directions.
perfect, and it gives us geographical directions. And what are the directions, Alex?
So the directions are north, east, south, and west.
Okay, perfect. Then we looked at some words about weather, some vocabulary, and we looked at words to describe the weather. And some of the words we looked at, Alex.
We looked at sunny when there is the sun. We looked at rainy when it rains. We looked at windy when there's wind. And we looked at hot and cold. So hot is when the temperature is high, and cold is when the temperature is low.
Perfect. Then we looked at some activities we can do on a beach, and the modal verb we looked at when this is possible to describe the ability was can, and can is a modal verb And to use it, we use the modal verb plus the base form, perfect, thank you, Alex, or which we call sometimes the infinitive without to.
Very good.
Okay. Thanks very much, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you all for listening and contributing to the lesson.
Yes, please continue to follow Mayas on YouTube to learn more English with our webinars. So this is all for today. It was nice seeing you. Have a nice evening.
Have a nice weekend. Have a nice
Bye-bye.
evening. Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye.
Ciao. Bye.